So today we're going to do a quick video on variation listings on Amazon. We're going to cover a range of different things, but mainly what exactly a variation listing is, how they work, and all importantly, how exactly you can estimate the sales of an individual product on a variation listing. It's a really common mistake we see with new sellers, and it is a mistake that we've made a number of times over the years, and also a mistake that a lot of our VAs that work for us have also made. So it's really, really important that you understand how to do this because it will save you a lot of money over the long term. So let's get started. So I've done a quick search on hair dye, as you can see. The reason I've done hair dye is because that is probably one of the most common product types to actually have variation listings. So as you can see under the images, this one, for example, has plus 36 more colors. This one plus 42 more colors. And that's essentially highlighting that there's what it says, 42 more colors on this listing, which is the first signs that you're dealing with a variation listing. So let's click into this one. So as you can see, it's not like a traditional listing in the sense of just having one product with the price. All of these patches of colors are different versions of this product. So in this case, different colors. So if I click on one of the colors, it actually will bring up a totally different listing. However, all of these colors are housed on this one listing, making it a variation listing. So you will find that sometimes on Amazon, you won't have variation listings. You'll just have all of these individual colors as their own individual listings. And it's something that Amazon is actually trying to change because they want to essentially condense the Amazon platform and make it a lot cleaner with, all of the listings that are meant to be combined, in the same place. So it's something that's really important to understand early on before the big shift happens when all of the variation listings are as they are meant to be. So what we're going to go into is, if you have this listing and you use whatever tool you use to estimate the sales of this product, a lot of new sellers don't really understand that when they're estimating the sales, they are not estimating the sales of just this deep burgundy red. They're actually estimating the sales of this entire range. So that's quite important to know because you are not in the knowledge of whether, I could say, what proportion of sales this exact color is taken up. So in an ideal world, let's just say this listing done a total of 1,000 units. In an ideal world, it'd be great to just divide your order by the amount of variations that there is. So say there was only 10 variations, then you would just order 100 units per color. But it's really not as simple as that because you can have some situations when this deep burgundy red color, for example, is actually taking up 90% of the sales without you actually knowing. So this video is really about just using tools to find out what ratio a particular product takes up on a variation listing. So you can actually do this by using the Keepa tool. So if you don't have the Keepa tool already, I definitely recommend you downloading it. You can actually use it for free and you can pay for it for 15, I think it's 15 euros a month. And that just gives you access to more data. We're not affiliates. They don't even have an affiliate scheme. So yeah, to use the Keepa tool to find out the estimated sales, there is no real way, I will say that. However, there is data you can use to give you a rough idea. So if you click on the variations tab, what this does, it gives you data about each individual variation. So the main thing we want to look for is this reviews/ratings column, and it gives you the review count plus the ratio of the reviews for this individual product. So for example, if we go all the way to the top, we see that this item is holding 17% of the reviews right now. So 17% of all the reviews that have been on this listing have been from this individual product. So what we do as a company, not going to say that it's 100% accurate, but we use this ratio to kind of gauge what the estimated sales are for this individual product. So if we go down and use our helium 10 estimation, we can see that, okay, this entire listing does 14,700 reviews. Sorry, sales. So if we do 14,700 in sales, we're then assuming that that variation does 17%. So we're assuming that that variation does around 2,500 units a month in sales. However, if we now go and look for, what was the color we was looking at? Deep burgundy red. Let's see how much reviews this listing has. Here we go, deep burgundy red. Only 1%. So this listing just does a lot of units, so it still be okay. However, if we do that times 1%, we see that it only does 147 units per month. So with a listing that does this many units per month, each variation is probably going to give you a decent amount of sales. However, let's now say it was just a listing that only had 500 units a month. You would now see that that variation only estimates to do around 5 units a month, which could significantly change your opinion on whether you purchase that product or not. So that was the reason for this video, to sort of help you understand why it's important to understand how to estimate what a single product on a variation listing does. As I said, it's not an airtight 100% accurate method. However, we don't really have the data of the individual variations with Keepa. We only have the review/ratings, and that's all we can use when using this tool. So I hope this helps. I hope it stops you from making any mistakes in the future on, how many units to purchase for an individual product on a variation listing. But leave a comment below if you want any other insight into any other Amazon strategies or tips and tricks. And make sure to follow us on TikTok. That's also the Amazon Guys.